Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to explain how we can create this helical blades turbine in Fusion360. So let's start it. Now, I will go to the Fusion360 and will create the top and bottom disks. For creating disk, I will click on create sketch and will choose a front plane. Now, I want the diameter of the disk should be 200 millimeter. So I will select line tool and will click on here and will enter the value 100 millimeter. I will enter the value of radius because when I will apply revolve command, then it will gain diameter. Then the thickness should be 40 millimeter and I will close the sketch. Now I will create a pocket at here for bearing so that we can install bearing in it. For creating pocket for the bearing, we need the dimensions of the bearing. The outer diameter of the bearing that I will use will be 80 millimeter and the inner diameter of the bearing will be 40 millimeter and the height of the bearing will be 25 millimeter. So now I will create a line at here and another line at here, another line at here, and now I will set the dimensions. First, I will select the trim tool and will trim this edge. Then I will select the dimension tool and will set the dimension from here to here 40.05 millimeter. I set the dimension 40.05 millimeter because when I will apply a revolve command, 0.1 millimeter of the tolerance there will be for installing the bearing. In 3D printing, we must have a specific tolerance so that we can install components easily in it. As the inner diameter will be 40 millimeter, then I will select this edge and this edge and this will be 19.95 millimeter and there 0.15 tolerance there will be and the height of the bearing is 25 millimeter. Then I will set the height 25 millimeter. Now our sketch is fully constrained. I also need a hole it here so that we can install any metal rod in the bearing. So I will create another line from here to here. The distance between this line and this line will be 4 millimeter. Now I will select the trim tool by pressing T from the keyboard and will trim the other edges. Now we have this shape. Now I will click on finish sketch. Now I will apply a revolve command on this profile. For applying revolve command, first I will select the revolve command from the solid menu. Then I will select the profile and will select the axis and click on OK. Now our bottom disk has been created. As we can see, the thickness of the disk is too much. So I will reduce the thickness of the disk. For reducing the thickness of disk, I will select this sketch, right click on it and will create edit sketch. Now I will double click on this value and will enter the value 30 and will press on OK and click on finish sketch. Now the bottom disk is ready. As I need the same disk on the top side, again I will click on this sketch, right click on it and click edit sketch. I need the same profile at the top, so first I will create a line at here. Now I want the height of the turbine should be 230 millimeter. So I will set the distance from this line to this line 115 millimeter. Now I will click on create and will click on mirror and then I will select all the edges and will select a mirror line and the same sketch has been created at the top side. And now I will click on OK. Our sketch has been mirrored to the top side. Again, I will go to the finish sketch. And now I will again edit the revolve command. For editing the revolve command, first I will select the command. I will right click on it, edit feature. And make sure the profile option should be selected here. Right now, it's one file has been selected, which is the bottom one. Now I also want to select the top one and then I can click on OK. Now the two same disk has been created successfully. Now I will create shape of the blade on this face. For creating the shape of the blade, first I will click on this face and then I will click on create sketch. I will go to the body folder and will hide the top body. Now I will create the shape of the blade. It's here. Creating the shape of the blades, first I will select the arc tool and then I will click on here and here and will create an arc. Then again I will click on here and here. Then I will click on here and here. Now I will apply the tangent constraint on here and here, and again I will apply fillet constraint on this edge and this edge, and the value of the fillet should be 0.5 millimeter. I will move this edge a little bit to here manually so that it should intersect the y-axis. Now I will select the circle command and will create a circle. It must be tangent to this arc. Now you can see that the circle is tangent edge here. I will click on finish sketch. Now I will check the distance from this edge to this edge. For measuring the distance, I will select the measure tool from the inspect menu and will select this edge and this edge. And you can see the distance is 170 millimeter. I will close this dialog box. Now I will turn off the visibility of the top disk and then click on extrude command and then select this profile and extrude up to the 170 millimeter as was the distance. And the operation should be a new body. And I will click on OK. You can see one separate body has been added to the body folder. First, I will rename these bodies. Now I will create a tangent plane on this cylinder. For creating the tangent plane, I will click on construct tangent plane and will select this cylinder and I will click on OK. Now I will click on this tangent plane and will create a new sketch on this plane. Now I will create a triangle at this plane. The reason for creating a triangle because I want to set the extrude angle of the blades. For creating a triangle, first I will project two sketches. I will turn off the visibility of the bottom disk and will project two sketches, the top and the bottom of the cylinder. I will press P from the keyboard, will click on top edge and then bottom edge and click on OK. And now I will select Align tool and will click on here, here, here and here. I will select the dimension tool, click on this edge and this angle should be whatever you want to use. So I will put 45 degree and we click on OK. Now I want to apply a horizontal constraint between this point and this point. First, I will increase the height of the right angle and then I will click on horizontal and vertical constraint option. We'll select this point and this point and I will click on finish sketch. Now I will click on create and emboss and we'll select the triangle profile and we'll select base and the depth is 2 millimeter. You can set whatever you want, it doesn't matter, and I will click on OK. You can see a triangle has been embossed on the cylinder. I will click on the bottom disk and top disk and will also turn on sketch profile of the blades. For creating the shape of the blades, I will apply a sweep command. First, I will click on sweep command and then type will be path plus guide surface. And then I will select the profile of the blade and path will be the edge of the triangle and the guide surface will be the surface of an embossed triangle. The operation must be new body and I will click on OK. The shape of the blade has been created. I will rename this. Now I will turn off the cylinder and also the sketches. Now I will apply circular pattern for creating the 5 identical blades. I will click on create pattern and circular pattern. First I will select the operation feature. The object will be the sweep command and the axis will be this middle axis and I will enter the value 5 and I will click on OK. You can see the 4 new blades has been created in the bodies folder. Now I will turn on the visibility of the top disk and I will go to the front view. You can see the helical blades has been created successfully. If I want to change the angle of these blades, I will edit the triangle sketch and will change this angle to 60 degree. And I will click on finish sketch. Now you can see the angle of all the blades has been changed successfully. Now I will combine all these bodies. Now I will combine all these bodies. For combining the bodies, I will click on modify and will click on combine. First, I will select a target body. That might be the bottom disk. And now I will select all other bodies, right? This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Also this one. And keep tools mean the copy of the target body will be created at here. But I don't want to keep the copy, so I will click on OK. Now a full body has been created with the name bottom disk. Now I will go to isometric view and will click on inspect and section analysis. And I will select the top surface and will move this one to the bottom side. And you can see if I go to the top view, you can see they have an equal distance and not intersecting each other. So I will click on cancel and you can see our helical blades turbine has been created successfully. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon so that you could get the notification of new videos. Thank you. Have a good day.